stop. Turn round. Towards me. Hands up. Now behave yourself and remember why you're here and what could happen at the end of this meeting.
Thank you. Morning, Michael. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late. The traffic was horrendous this morning.
Don't worry about it, love. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I was 10 minutes late for court, and I got 4 years. Berate.
Your 4-year prison sentence, Michael, was nothing to do with your lateness to court. It was for aggravated assault and actual bodily harm.
It was a joke, Doc. I know I'm here.
Indeed. So, let's get the recording set up, and then we can talk about your crime and your punishment.
Can't wait.
So we briefly mentioned that you are 18 months into a 4-year sentence for aggravated assault, which resulted in the hospitalisation of a very well-respected member of the community. Sorry, is there something funny about beating up a man who was nearly 70 years of age?
First of all, love, I didn't beat anyone up. He got a couple of slaps and a fat lip. Secondly, we'll still see if you think he's a well-respected member of the community after we've had this little chat.
Well, let's not talk about the crime. Well, not the crime you're here for anyway.
So you like to bring the past up? You and your husband must really argue a lot.
My records show that in the last 16 years, you have served 4 separate prison sentences. But this is the only one, Michael, for violence.
That's because last time round they couldn't prove that I acted violently. I'm sorry. I'm not normally this rude. But you're not the first condescending counsellor that's offered me some false hope of getting out of here early. Please continue.
It seems the bulk of your criminal career has involved money laundering and handling of stolen goods, and that you owned or own several pubs and clubs.
Still own.
I assume you're some sort of gangster on the outside then.
Gangster. Call me what you want, love. I'm just a businessman trying to put food on the table.
Food for yourself? Because according to my records, you have no family, no spouse, and no children.
Okay, so I live the bachelor life to the full. I drink, I smoke, I eat shitty microwave sweet and sours, and I wank at least 5 times a day. But I've got plenty of friends and plenty of money in the bank. So what, I'm a bit of a greedy, selfish prick. Lock me up. Oops.
Do you have difficulty with women, Michael?
I've been in prison 1.5 years, sweetheart. How do you know that getting bummed in the showers every day hasn't turned me gay?
Are you?
Absolutely not.
Are you homophobic?
Of course not. One of my bartenders is a put. One of my bartenders is gay, and he's a good man.
In that case, answer the question. Do you have difficulty with women?
Not exactly.
Do you want to expand on that?
Well, I actually met someone special once. The last time I got out of prison, actually. And believe it or not, and you probably won't, otherwise we wouldn't be sat here having this conversation, but the last time I got out of the nick, I genuinely wanted to turn over a new leaf.
So why don't you tell me what happened?
Well,
To health, wealth and filthy women.
Speak for yourself. Filthy men for me.
cheers. Seriously, lads. Thanks for keeping things ticking over the last few months. I really appreciate it.
It's good to have you back, boss.
It's good to be back.
So what's your plan of action next then?
Well, you see, I promised the big fella that if things went well, that I'd definitely change my ways. So expect some changes. And take the piss all you want, but I even prayed for him to send a good woman my way. Someone to keep me out of trouble. Maybe even someone to spend the rest of my days with.
Speaking of good women,
Scruffy, dirty, bastard men. Shoot the fucking lot of them.
Hello, Sadie.
Michael? Michael, you're back?
Indeed I am.
Oh, it's good to have you back. All suited and booted. You've been to see your Aunt Dolly, haven't you?
Of course. First protocol.
Oh, you're a good lad. And you do yourself a favour and stay out of trouble.
I intend to.
Sadie,
No.
you don't even know what I'm going to ask you.
Still no.
Come on.
No? Oh, Michael, listen. You get yourself a good woman. And for God's sake, don't take any advice off Dirty Dick over there. Well, I'm going now. Lovely to have you back. See you soon.
Ta-ra, Sadie.
Ta-ra!
Lovely to see you.
Ta-ra, Dirty Dick.
Still not back in the big bed yet then?
He's not even on the sofa bed.
Whoa, sorry love, we're closed.
So many times I've wondered.
Hang on. What can I get you, love?
I was just after a drink, but it's grand. I don't want to intrude.
You're not intruding whatsoever. Get the lady whatever she wants. On the house.
Things I did to set us back. We should have grown to put it out along the line. Now
Thank you kindly. I'm Catherine.
Pleased to meet you, Catherine. I'm Michael.
Pleased to meet you, Michael.
What can I get you, love?
Gosh, I don't know. What would you recommend?
Well, we have a selection of beers, fine wines, every spirit, or maybe a cocktail. You're looking to get tipsy or wasted?
I think wasted.
I'll go for cocktails.
Cocktails it is.
What's your fancy?
I'll try the porn star martini, please, barman.
Porn star martini. Blow your head off them things.
I'll let you know. Besides, it's my first one. And it was more the name of the drink than the actual contents that attracted me to the drink.
So sex on the beach didn't attract you then?
I've never actually had sex on the beach. I might try that later.
Bit overrated, to be honest. Sand gets everywhere. Multiple orgasms a favourite of mine.
More like not giving them according to your missus.
Jesus.
I tell you what, take a seat, love, and I'll bring them over.
Thanks, that'll be grand.
And that'll passion fruit, boss.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be plenty of passion later.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers, Michael.
So, porn star. I knew I recognised your face from somewhere.
To be fair, there's not much difference in our vocation in life.
Oh, I don't know. Half them girls work for pimps. Take a big cut of their earnings and force them into having sex with strangers.
Definitely not much difference in our careers.
What, you were forced into having sex with strangers?
Yeah, at times.
What, like a prostitute? Are you a hooker?
Jesus Christ, no one bleeding not a prostitute. Do I look like a prostitute?
No. But you do have that mysterious, filthy look about you.
Have you been with many prostitutes, Michael?
Have I, fuck? No, I've never paid for sex before in my life, love.
That I can believe with your seductive charms.
But I definitely know your face from somewhere. I just can't think where. But it'll come to me. How about another drink? Same again?
I'll try the orgasm, please, Michael.
Just the one?
Yeah, for now. Cheers.
You know, it's really bugging me where I know you from.
I suppose I just have one of those faces, Michael.
I've definitely seen you around somewhere. Are you local? I mean, I know from the accent you're not local, but neither am I.
Hey, boss. Any chance of an early door?
Yeah, go on.
Are we alright to go too, boss?
Yeah, go on, get yourself off, lads. I'll lock up.
Nice one, Gaffer.
Looks like he'll be getting off as well tonight.
So where'd you work?
Would you look at that? An empty glass?
You better let me fix that for you.
See you tonight, boss.
Jesus, what is that?
Bourbon whiskey.
Ah, it's not like the biscuit.
God, it's fate I met you today, it really is.
Why is that, Michael?
Well, you'll probably laugh at this, but I prayed to the big fella to send a good woman my way. And long and behold, you walk in.
Do you believe in all that Bible bullshit?
I believe everything happens for a reason, and what's meant to be doesn't pass you by. So what about you? You a non-believer then?
I don't know what to believe. I mean, they say God has plans for you, apparently.
I'm actually starting to believe that's true, Catherine.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they say that to believe in God and heaven, that you have to believe in hell and the devil. I've been to hell. And your devil, he come in many a form. And I've looked him in the eye. And God, I prayed for God to show up. Not once did your God fella show up. So if God can actually see everything, I think he's a bit of a sadistic cunt.
I'm guessing something really bad must have happened to you for you to lose your faith.
You could say that, Michael.
So what happened? Go on, you can tell me.
No, I've wasted enough time. You're a good man, Michael. You have a good soul. Will you do something for me, Michael?
What?
Will you kiss me? But only if you want to.
I've wanted to ever since you walked into the bar this morning.
Just crack on with it, dust yourself down. Them mistakes can be undone. It's hard, but we all learn to live our lives' turn. Heaven knows the best is yet to come. We can call your names, we can beat you up, terrorize your life. You think you're done? Give yourself up, keep on trying. Getting through these days, you know it feels so tough. Keep it in your heart, you're enough. In the end, you'll be flying. You will rise, rising higher than you've ever been.
If fate may have it, our paths will cross again.
Fuck me, boss. I didn't expect you in this morning.
Head of the dog, is it?
Yeah, go on.
Not speaking of summit.
Don't start, Smiler.
So, how'd it go with the Irish girl?
Whoa. I'm paying for it, fill it up.
So how did it go? Seeing it again?
I would do, she left a number.
No number?
No number, no address, no place of work, nothing.
She married?
Nah, I've been with tons of married women. She's definitely not married. She left this weird, cryptic note this morning though. Some shit about destiny and our paths crossing again. She was chatting loads of weird god shit yesterday.
Stay away from them churchgoers. Seriously, they're nothing but trouble.
To God.
To God.
To God.
So, you had a one-night stand with a woman you met in the bar? I don't mean to be disrespectful, Michael. I'm sure it's not the first time it's happened when you've had a few drinks. So what was so special about Catherine? Talk me through what happened next.
You're right. She wasn't the first one-nighter I'd had. But like I said earlier, I genuinely wanted to turn over a new leaf the last time I got out of prison. I'd repented for all the bad shit that I'd done. And I actually prayed for a good woman to come into my life. The very same morning she walked into my bar, actually. And she was a good woman. She was worth every bit of jail time I'd ever done.
Are you a religious man, Michael?
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, up until all of this, I'd take my Aunt Dolly to church every Sunday.
Well, that makes you a lovely nephew, but not necessarily a religious man.
I just said I prayed for a good woman to come along. What more do you want? Do you want me to sing Come By Our Love?
So when Catherine left the next morning without leaving any contact details, how did that make you feel?
Do you write all these stupid questions yourself? Or are you just reading off a template or a script or something?
Just answer the stupid question, Michael.
It made me feel pretty shitty, actually.
Did it make you angry?
What do you mean?
Well, you look like a man who's got a pretty big ego to me. And someone who's used to getting his own way. And when you didn't get your own way, did it make you angry?
Yeah, I guess it did make me angry.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your crime. We don't need to go into specific details. But talk me through the build-up.
Well, it all started on Christmas Eve. So it's time to bring what you wish for, Aunt Dolly.
Well, I wish for a good woman for you.
Well, I ain't listening to either of us then, is he?
Day's not over yet.
Hold my breath.
Body of Christ.
Body of Christ, Michael.
So, after the bombshell revelation that Catherine was a nun, we met up after church for a coffee. Nothing steamy happened. We just talked. Although realising she was a nun kinda shed some light on the fact she was chatting so much god shit in my bar that day. But like I said, we mainly talked. Well, she talked, I listened. And it was then she told me about the abuse. The sexual abuse she'd suffered at the hands of the priest all those years at the church.
And that member of the church, Michael, was Father Howard Lincoln, 62, who you followed home from church on Boxing Day.
Look, I thought you didn't want to bring up specifics of the crime. Like I said, he got a couple of slaps and a fat lip. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I did Catherine, the church, and the community a favour. Now, why don't we talk about the half-dozen other members of his flock that came forward with allegations after I did what I did?
So you consider yourself a bit of a devilish saint, do you? Inflicting evil on worshippers of the Lord?
The priest was the one inflicting evil. I just gave him a bit of a kicking, and I'd do it all over again to anyone who did what he did. Do you know what? This is bollocks. I thought the purpose of this meeting was to discuss me getting out early. But if all you're going to do is bring up every shitty thing from my past to punish me over and over again more than I've already been punished, then I'd rather stay in here, love.
Sit down, Michael. You're not doing yourself any favours here, you know. Sit down.
I'm sorry.
It was never my intention to punish you, Michael. I've had regular meetings with the prison staff and the governors, and I am very well aware of how respected and what a generous man you are. I also know that your behaviour whilst you've been in prison has been exemplary, as has your cooperation with the police regarding the case against Father Lincoln. And yes, I agree. You've done the church, the community, and Catherine a favour. So on that basis, my recommendation is for you to be released from prison immediately and to serve the rest of your sentence on licence. You will, of course, have to report to the probation services and do your community work, and failure to do either of those will result in you coming straight back here, and with your record you will no doubt get an extended sentence, which you will have to serve in full. Any questions?
Will I have to attend church as part of my community payback?
I think I'd stay out of church and well away from nuns for a while if I was you, Michael.
I suppose I should thank you, Doc.
That'd be nice.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck, Michael. And don't take it personally. I hope I don't see you again. All the best. Thank you. Goodbye.
See what happens when you behave yourself? I'm gonna have to cuff you till we get back to the wing. Then you get your stuff, say your goodbyes, and then you're off. Oh, Michael, stay out of trouble. Come on.
Do you need a ride, Michael?
Well, it seems you were right.
Why is that, Michael?
If fate may have it, our paths will cross again.
Did they bring you luck?
Well, I served less than half my prison sentence, so I'd say they did. So where to now?
I don't know. I'd quite like to try that sex on the beach.
It's a time to give, instead of each and everyone to their own. To every boy and girl, sending love around the world. I'm just thinking you should know, all this dedication in these crazy times. Young and old, people that we know, and every day it's going by. Maybe it's a time to give to this whole wide world that lives, and everything we've sacrificed. All this rat race chasing only leads to complication. Love will see us by each and every night. I risk it all to see you smile. The overloaded trouble we've took, I know I can't stand to take another look. Time to stand and all unite. Yards are coming down like rain. It's only gonna give our youngsters pain. Think it's time to realize all this dedication in these crazy times we're facing. Love will see us by each and every night. I risk it all to see you smile. All this rat race chasing only leads to complication. Love will see us by each and every night. I risk it all to see you smile.